The very next weekend, Dave and I were back at Brice Creek, heading straight for the same stretch where I had been sluicing the week before. There was no hesitation. We already knew the creek deserved a proper test. Dave showed up with his 4-inch dredge, ready to move serious material. I brought my 2.5-inch dredge, running without air, and squeezed into a tight spot along the edge of the creek where only a small dredge could fit. It wasn't ideal, but that narrow edge felt right, undisturbed, overlooked, and protected. I worked that area methodically, digging all the way down to bedrock, slowly opening up a section about the size of a pickup truck. At first, it was quiet work, just a few small flakes here and there, enough to keep my attention but nothing that raised my pulse. After lunch, I decided it was time to get serious. I climbed back into the hole with my slide hammer and a pry bar. The water was about 2 feet deep, cold enough to keep you honest. I spotted a narrow crack running across the bottom of the hole, maybe a 1/4 inch wide, barely noticeable unless you were really looking. That crack crossed my hole like it was going somewhere important. I set the slide hammer into the crack and started working it. 1 blow, 2, 3. On about the 6th or 7th hit, a chunk of bedrock about the size of a baseball snapped loose. I waved my hand through the water to clear the remaining dirt and silt, and just like that, 2 small gold nuggets popped free, landing directly on the bare bedrock in front of me. That moment tells you everything you need to know about cracks. I followed that crack out toward the center of the creek, working it carefully and cleaning it all the way through. When the hole was finished and the gold was recovered, I sat back and took stock. Just under ½ an ounce of gold nuggets. Those nuggets didn't end up in a vial or a bottle. I later had them made into earrings, but that's another story altogether.